Hey y'all, new year, new me, new phone. Last year we got a new mic upgrade, now we have better visual quality. I guess next year we're gonna have a real green screen instead of this yellow wall. Now hold on, what? I'm in an old cartoon and I'm a bisexual person? What a weird thing to happen. Nah, I was just kidding, I'm actually a real person. I'm not in a cartoon, but with that said, there are some people living in cartoons and they are called characters. I know I sound like an insane person, I just needed an intro to get into it and had no other ideas. Basically, the other day I got struck by this question beam and it put this question into my mind, as it does so. And it basically said, did old cartoons have gay characters? Because nowadays there are some great cartoons that also have representation of queer people and that's dope. But before the LGBT stuff became a prevalent thing, I couldn't remember a single character that was queer. And I don't know if it was just because I didn't see it, since, you know, I was a goo goo gaga toddler, I would like some apple juice and YouTube. Or was it really just a case of queer characters not existing? And as a spoiler, they did exist in weirder places than I would have ever thought. So allow me to show you some crazy gay people finds, right after I do something stupid. Okay, let's get into it. We're gonna start with probably the most well-known one here, which immediately debunks the idea that old cartoons didn't have gay characters, so I guess hell yeah. And it's Harley Quinn. Her story arc in the 1992 animated series, which is also where she's originally from, plays really nicely into this idea that she's bi, with her wanting to love the Joker so much and trying to give him everything, while the Joker's giving just enough that she won't leave his side, but he's pushing her away constantly, just putting her in her place.
You can be my very own little mermaid.
And this toxic ass back and forth leaves us looking at the screen like, holy god, he ain't for ya. He's deadass the Joker, real name John Clare. Why do you think he's so obsessed with the bat? Run! Get out! And then you see Harley interact with Poison Ivy and you're immediately like, yeah, it makes sense.
Gee, Red, you got style.
Well, hello.
I think I'm in love.
Not the nice way to get a lady's attention?
Gonna do? Spank us?
That's right, pigs. And here's the paddle.
And of course it makes sense, firstly because the characters are really nicely written in the show, but also because Paul Dini, co-creator of Harley and writer of the show, intended Harley and Ivy to be together. But he couldn't do it since the year of the Lord at that time was 1993. And that's sad and ass, and I'm sorry Paul, but we can all take the chill pill now because Harley finally got off that cockler and dabbed up with that wussy. What is this script that I'm saying out loud? What the fuck am I talking about? Also, I just wanna say I love Harley, I love what her story stands for, she's a great character all around. Please don't release that farting comic of her. She does not deserve to be put through that hell. I'm sure that despite not a lot of us knowing what G.I. Joe is all about, when most of us hear the name G.I. Joe, a picture jumps into the mind about big, muscly, hairy, brave man. It is the toy for boys. No mom, it's not a doll, okay? Even though it functions exactly like a Barbie, because this one's not for girls. Ew! Just check out the original G.I. Joe lineup. They are American soldiers. That's it. So you can imagine my surprise when I found out that G.I. Joe is the gayest shit nowadays. Like, I'm not exaggerating, the characters are so gay in here. Just check out Gung Ho and tell me he's not supposed to be a gay ass guy. His name's got Ho in it. You can't just look at Gung Ho ripping off his shirt and say, yeah, that's as straight as it gets. Xandar, dude, for the love of God, I'm all for breaking down clothing stereotypes, but you can't tell me that someone designed this in 1986 without ever thinking that he's gay as fuck. He got the pink scarf, this honestly bangs so hard. I'm so glad I researched after this, cause without this video existing I would think that G.I. Joe is dead, that boring ass soldiers being strong and brave type shit. No! This girl called Pythona is straight up just a drag queen. She wears drag makeup, she stands like she's showing off her drag, and while with a drag, dude, there's a girl named CoverGirl. There's videos that are about how woke media turned G.I. Joe gay.
This stuff is not done by accident, guys. Every person who's being recruited by Cobra here is like a southern-looking white male chud. This is MAGA country. This is a intentional setup to make Cobra the anti-diversity MAGA party, while they're going to make G.I. Joe the diverse and inclusive good guys. And you know that, again, the head of this line is a liberal atheist.
While Xandar existed since 1986, and there's CoverGirl. Put that bass in your walk, and there's Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender? Okay, next one, Ren and Stimpy. Let me tell you, Ren and Stimpy is the shit. I love it so much. Bless the person's heart who came up with a chihuahua and a cat. Sometimes this random guy who I'm sure you've seen this image of to do just genuinely insane stuff together. I don't know how did someone had this much of a passion to deliver these goofballs just have the most stressful time of their lives by the most off-the-wall shit. Like helping this dude unclog the toilet. Ren looks like he's about to have a mental breakdown by this poop not going down the drain. What am I talking about? Ren kinda crashes out sometimes, he's like that and it's fine, but I can't tell you how hard I laughed when he said,
"Do something, you idiot, or we'll lose everything!"
when the stakes were that a poo was not going down the toilet. I say all of this to get a feel for how wild they can get, because for some reason, despite the show being like this, the craziest thing is thinking that Ren and Stimpy are gay. I've seen some discussion online about whether or not are they a romantic couple, and some people are like, it depends on the episode, it depends on what you consider canon. And the shipping wiki describes their ship as a fanon, aka the fans do ship this, is just not confirmed. And their status is best friends. Okay, let's look at what these best friends do together. They live in the same house. They sleep in the same bed. Ren looks at Stimpy like this, under a mistletoe. They kiss multiple times throughout the show. There's an episode called Stimpy's Pregnant, but they are not confirmed. I don't know, how can you look at this and say, it depends on what you consider canon? Well yeah, if you don't consider Ren and Stimpy canon from the Ren and Stimpy show, I guess they are straight. So yeah, I think it became clear that there are queer as hell characters in old media, so I've been proven completely wrong. Before I go away, I wanna do some lightning rounds for characters I can't talk that much about, but they still deserve the spotlight for serving. Snagglepuss. Starting from his name, he's Snagglepuss. I just wanna roll the clip because no amount of me talking will ever explain it better than just looking at him.
Ah, freedom at last! It calls for a majestic lion roar of joy! Cheer even! Growl! My roar hinges are a little rusty, but my appetite is still sharp.
Girl, you stay comfortable with it, it fits ya. The Vanity Smurf. There's a great video by Sip Steve that shows him being the fucking diva, okay? He is him.
Ow! My face! My face! What?
It's gorgeous. Oh, I bet my glutes look great climbing up this rope.
Grouchy, take a look. Kinda tired of looking at myself, Smurfette.
As you.
He-Man. Yeah, it's never been confirmed, say whatever you want, I don't give a fuck. It's my headcanon that him and Skeletor always butt heads with each other so they can stay together for that much longer. Besides that, He-Man is just Prince Adam's alter ego. What do you think he's doing in his free time? This is how he dresses normally. And finally, SpongeBob. Just as a fun fact, in 2012, Ukraine's National Expert Commission for Protecting Public Morality advised banning SpongeBob for promoting homosexuality because SpongeBob is sometimes seen holding hands with Patrick. It's so gay to hold hands, dude. I do think that SpongeBob has that mega-ass gay energy. And thankfully, he's really cute with it too.
That hat makes you look like a girl.
Am I a pretty girl?
Okay, that was everything I wanted to get out today. Talking about this actually made me really happy. It is great to see representation of queers from cartoons that existed even before I was born. If you think I missed some crucial characters, write them in the comments and I might make another one of these. For the time being though, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, consider to like or subscribe or do whatever you like. I'm gonna go now. See y'all hopefully soon. Love y'all and bye bye.